Now, also breaking today, a Kansas City firm backing out of a deal to sell a warehouse that could be converted into an ICE detention facility. KCTV5's Zach Fisher joins us live to tell us why the firm says, well, this sale is not going to happen now. Zach?
Yeah, Bill. So the statement by Platform Ventures this morning was brief, saying that initially they were reached out to by a third party to purchase this facility right behind me here. It wasn't until the deal concluded that they learned it was the federal government. The statement reading in part this morning, quote, over the course of the building sale process, we determined that the terms no longer met our fiduciary requirements for a timely closing, end quote. I actually just spoke with Congressman Emanuel Cleaver this morning, who was vocal against the site and has been for the last month and a half. He calls this a win for nonviolent resistance. The facility's future sparked a lot of reaction. We learned just last month an ICE supervisor told Jackson County legislator Manny Abarca that the facility would hold 7,500 beds. Then Congressman Mark Alford, who represents the district just south of here, sent a letter to the acting ICE director to pitch an alternative location in Cass County. So we reached out to the congressman for the future there, if it's going to be moving to Cass County. We also reached out to Platform Ventures for further comment. Just haven't heard back on that yet. In South Kansas City, Zach Fisher, KCTV5 News.
Yeah, Zach, it'll be interesting to see if that discussion now just moves into Cass County based on Representative Alford's comments from earlier today. We appreciate your report there from near the old Richards-Gebaur Airport. Now,